We are connected. Let me send this out. See how many people join. Let me get on Twitch.
See, we need some theme music right here.
Best I can do right now is that's the best I can do for now. Yeah. Anyway, anyone anyone who's on now, we'll be paying attention to what you say in the general chat and the UBA lounge. If you are here, say hey.
Let's not crowd up the lounge. Why don't we go lounge draft talk?
Do we want to move to draft talk? All right, let's move to draft talk. MDR is here.
Shout out NBR. Solid point
Shintaro.
board. Oh, seeing some big names coming out.
Malabum. Willie. K-Dog. GJ. Holloway.
Okay, Holloway in the chat.
J. Lucas. Angel Dust.
I see you, Angel Dust. Lucas.
Yeah. Malabum's here. Malabum. So that's cool. That's cool. I didn't say Molly. I was talking about Malachi. Why can't he talk in draft talk? That's kind of crazy. I'm calling you
Who can?
Malabum. Kyler said he can't talk in here. I'm going
Is
through
it?
permissions now. So, college players can. We put. Just do everyone, right? Send
Yeah, everyone.
UBA.
I didn't know it was locked. I know UBA draft should be
Well,
locked for.
UBA draft is, but this one wasn't supposed to be for everyone, but I guess at one point or another it was.
Okay,
But
I see Pope out there. Lucas Lee.
I'm,
Okay, Valentine.
I'm adding everyone in here. They should be able to speak in here now. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so Joey Wheeler is here. Caleb Allen's here. That overrated coach of a bum Kyler's here. I'm going to send out something for you guys since that's happening. I'm gonna post this because it's easier for you guys to not multi-twitch .tv slash control copy. Watch that for non advertised Twitch. Non-advertised Twitch. So
What the numbers looking like right now?
Right now, we've got 23 viewers.
Can we hit 30?
Let's see if we can get 30. See if we can get 30. Oh no, though. Let's see.
Uh-oh. LSC just entered the chat.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate because he has to go into a draft and draft a bust of a draft compared to what came out last season, you know. I guess
I mean,
people.
last season we was
I,
top heavy. I feel like. I feel
I
like
guess people can't send for whatever reason.
they
Uh,
came in. Only certain people with certain permissions can. That's not fair.
I fixed it.
On the go, fixing things. This is the Miles Simpson effect. Who's gonna be Jay Luss of this season's draft? That's a
Neptune.
that's a question I want to know.
Neptune.
We'll answer that later. If you didn't know, I'm Grizz. Hear the voice, let you know. Miles hosting. He'll do most of the talking. I'm just gonna chime in.
No, 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 no. That's not how this is gonna work today.
Ah, nah, I got you. I will carry the workload today if need be. I got the information at hand.
Luckily, we both do. But I feel like you are the commissioner of the college, so I feel like you have a little bit more knowledge than I do. But as we get closer to the new season and obviously the draft, minor details will come out.
They said I got an echo. How bad is the echo?
Who's got Echo?
Now I got the in real life auto tune. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
can't
somebody
lie.
said I had an echo. Heard.
It's probably me. That's probably why. Ha, ha. Welcome in, welcome in. We've got a ton of people in.
It's actually good to see these GMs in here. Duncan in here.
Some of them, yeah.
Like we mentioned Kyler.
Listen, Grizz, Molly, money,
Ace
money. You right. Grizz sounds like he's about to sing a Drake song.
at all times.
I know Malachi not talking. I've got more points than you have in your entire career.
Now turn me up in the headphones. They going in. What them numbers looking like? We've been here for 3 minutes.
Probably cool over. It's over 30. I know it's at 33 right now, so
Oh,
we're
we're good to
chilling at
go.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
You want to
anyway,
put?
welcome in, welcome in. There's not going to be too much as far as graphics. It's just our logo for this year. We got Tampa hosting, so I went ahead and made this logo based on their logo and with their colors and such. So how does it feel to be hosting the draft in
I
Tampa?
mean, it feels good. We're gonna show all of these rookies who come to the green room a good time. We're gonna show the UVA a good time. I'm Unfortunately, no graphics. We're a little low budget, but we have great statistics. We got numbers on these guys. We got some insight. I think it's going to be an exciting draft for all these incoming rookies.
Yeah, and I think we will have graphics and we will have videos set up for the draft. Hopefully, have video like highlight packages. Uh, Vegas picking FZ actor. That's crazy work. Considering I don't think he reacted, did he? Did he react to the draft post? I don't think he did.
I
I
doubt
don't
it.
think he did.
I doubt it.
But
He
hey,
getting chicken and summer started.
he's still better than Malachi. He was better than Malachi in high school, bro.
It's one of those late bloomers. He'll get to it when he
Yeah,
gets to it.
yeah. He's a good player.
All right, so I'll kick this off. I know everybody's they want to see who we have projected number one, and Vancouver needs a big,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a couple of bigs out there, and I think they go for it here, and they draft Larry Potts. Now
Yeah,
hear me out.
yeah.
I know I know people are groaning, but the numbers are there. The He's been here. He's not a yapper, but he's consistent, and the build is already made for the UBA.
Fair, fair, fair. Yeah, and his comp would be LaShawn Cunningham. That would be as good of a comp as he can get. Um, as far as the draft, nah, we're playing, we're playing. But we are switching, we are changing the draft over to talk about rules. I do know that. So, um, do you want to
Since
start
we
with
got you
the
here,
yeah? Since we want to start with the NXT rules.
anything goes. Nah, let me chill. Let's get on this. Let's get on this mock draft. Let's get on these mock drafts before they write.
Okay,
Uh,
so first team obviously is Vancouver, and as you said before, um, they need a big. Um, they need a wing, and they need a lot of depth. But the main piece now that we've pretty much traded away every single big that we had is a big. So a big is going to go first overall. Um, whether you want to say it's Caleb Allen, whether you want to say it's Tom Krieg, you can go either way. You could maybe potentially talk about uh, moving for streets if you want to go to 4 instead. You could also talk a little bit about Goat Jackson if you want to go to the 4. So there's like a few different options, but with the first pick, you'd be pretty flexible. But unfortunately, in this draft, the bigs are not the most um, what's the word? It's not the
this
most like deep at the big position. So it's not as flexible there, but you certainly have to stay up really high within this draft class to get one of the bigs that you want. Um, and then when you look at other positions that are pretty short-staffed, at the 2 guard, you're looking at Malachi Simpson, and then maybe you start Doc at the 2, but it's not going to be forever. And then you see the 3 positions pretty heavy. The 1 position is pretty heavy. Um, the 4 position is decently heavy. So like you're gonna see some of these like positions that people need pretty desperately that no one exactly is gonna want much. Um, as far as giving up the draft picks for you to get those type of players are going to be the shooting guards and the centers. Um, I don't
See,
think
and so
there's.
I won't completely agree with you on that. So in my eyes, point guard and center are the two least depth positions in this draft. I feel like that wing, that 2 to 4 position, because you know you how UBA goes. If you're
Mhm.
6'8", they'll put you at the 2 if you have the skill set.
Mhm.
UBA is getting bigger. Our forwards need to be 6'10". So those 6'7" power forwards, those 6'9" power forwards might not grow. They might go to the 3. So you can adjust. There's a lot of shooters in this draft class for sure, but I think that wing position 2 to the 4 is the deep part, and you can kind of pick your poison there. Now, I agree with you on the bigs. Not a lot of depth there. You have about 4 good active bigs, and then it's a kind of a drop off. You got some consistent ones. I'll say about 5. I'm looking at the board now. It's about 5 consistent centers, like true centers who are gonna either grow to 7 foot or play center at the next level. Not that fringe 6'10" guy, because we he'll probably play power forward if he's a shooter, like streets. I doubt he goes any taller just because he's at that perfect height to play the 4 in the UBA, and he still can play the 3 at 6'10". So it gives him that versatility.
Yeah, and unfortunately at the big position, you said 5 guys. One of those guys is, 2 of those guys are going to be automatically picked to their team as a GM with K Dog and Luigi Romano.
And see, and I didn't even count those out of the 5. They're out of the set. They'll probably make the class deeper. But you got, like you said, you have Krieg, Allen, you got
Yeah.
Jackson, you also have Parker, and then my last big out of this class probably would be uh Pope. I mean Smoke. He's boosted his activity. He was a latecomer, so
Okay. Okay.
I might have spoiled some GM's plans mentioning his name, but I can definitely see him being in those top bigs. But then you also have sleeper bigs. You have Viles. He's not a yapper, but he's consistent with his check-ins. And he does his upgrades when asked. So it's small things like that. So
Well, and the thing is, um, you also have to mention the fact that we are making some changes for the non-yappers. So they're going to be able to contribute more than they were previously. So whatever they have now is definitely going to change overall. So I think most people are going to understand that once the season flips, there's going to be a lot more ways to get activity, UC activity, um, because some people don't want to yap. While yapping will probably still be the number one way to get yourself UC, the number 2 way is definitely still going to be the non-yapper way. So
for
um,
sure.
we're definitely going to help work on that. And so yeah, yeah. But anyway, do we want to get started on pick 1 via Vancouver? It was Derby City.
You can who do we have marked at 1? Set the tone for the draft.
Do you want me to give my opinion, or do you want me to give the team's opinion?
Uh if they're different, I think go your opinion.
Okay. Um, so my opinion it's kind of crucial to what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a team that's active, and unfortunately, one of the two bigs that I mentioned is not nearly as active as the other. Now, the one might be really, really good, um, and he's pretty good stats wise than the other. But the one who doesn't have as good of stats made the national championship game, and he's been super, 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 super active. So, with that being said, the number one pick in the mock draft is Caleb Allen.
All right.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Caleb Allen is such a great player, um, and I think, well, you were the one who mentioned it first.
I
That
put the bird in everybody's ear that
you
the
were the
growth
one who
potential
mentioned it first. That
was there.
the growth potential in Caleb is higher than Krieg, and I want to mention this. It's not on Krieg.
And it's only
It's
slightly.
not.
Krieg has
It's not.
jobs.
Yeah, it's not on Krieg. It's more that Caleb is taking on several jobs. He's
He
super,
got a
super,
couple.
super active. He's in the national championship game this year, and he doesn't have to have the ball at his hands to be super, super effective. Um,
And I can see that difference because Krieg is definitely, I made him a primary scorer, but that's also because Georgetown didn't have a
mhm.
lot to work with in those realms. I mean, we did, but we didn't as well. So I can definitely understand Allen at one. All right, so I'll pick for Las Vegas. Um, Two on our mock draft. I got them taking Dahmer. I think as far as activity goes, he's shown his consistency. He's one of, if not the highest prospect right now as far as levels. He's a streamer, uh, and he gets it in. He's in the chat. He talks. He's a part of the community. And then they just moved on. I know they have Geo, but I think they can move Geo to the three, honestly, and rock a Dahmer, Perfecto, uh, Geo type lineup, get funky with it. You feel me? I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know if Perfecto can grow anymore. I think if he can't, it's fine. He can still be a two because his defense is decent. But I think they go activity over anything. And Dahmer shown he can play the point. He's like a Donovan Mitchell in my eyes.
And I have a different pick for number two, and it's not against Domer. It's the same thing with Krieg. My number two selection goes down the same grain. Um, I am going to say Booker DeWitt goes to Las Vegas.
Okay.
Um, I think Booker DeWitt, he's just as active as Domer, but I think he fills what Vegas needs better than Domer would. Um, and why I specifically say that is not, again, nothing against Domer, but
He got true point guard tendencies that just need to be
yeah,
adjusted.
yeah, and I think um, just looking at the stat lines, and I'll pull them up for me real quick. I
But
think
that's also
uh,
why you pull up the stat lines. So I'll just say this. I don't think Dahmer ever bought tens. So that's also a thing that can happen
hmm
if he is to transition. And I think he has all the fundamental basis to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Let
yeah.
me go.
All right, so DeWitt had averaged 10 assists, 10.8 assists per game, and Domer averaged 8.7 assists per game. But Domer averaged 30 points, whereas Booker DeWitt averaged 23.8. So that's the difference. Is Booker DeWitt is more assist focused. He'll pass the ball, whereas Domer's completely set up to be an efficient scorer. Um, and I don't think this is anything against Domer because you can't really
Nah, it's
compare
our
DeWitt.
opinion.
You can't compare DeWitt to Domer because they're two completely different players. Domer was supposed to be a small forward who got thrown at the one position because he rolled too low of a height. DeWitt
He's
was
on the
set up
side.
to DeWitt was supposed to be a point guard all the way through. DeWitt got in here late, and he was just nearly as active as Domer. And Domer has a job, DeWitt has a job, and you can
They
go
can't go
either
wrong
way.
either way.
Yeah, you can go either way. It's a flip coin here. Both of them are going to be picked in the top five, at least, if not top three. I mean, even when you look down at the next pick, it's another point guard that's needed. So I just think Domer is not as developed as a point guard, and you're going to definitely need him to develop as a point guard. Those tendencies are going to help. Um, and he needs um, the assist strength to help him out because he doesn't have an assist strength right now. But, that's just my opinion on pick number
No.
two.
I mean, number three is just the flip flop, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Los
So,
Angeles, and you have DeWitt going to Los Angeles at three, and I have Domer going to Los Angeles at three.
yeah, we already explained our reasons why. I mean, I feel like they pick a point guard. And with LA taking Dahmer, they go DeWitt. And with DeWitt going to LA, they take Dahmer.
Hmm.
Pretty simple at four. Seattle is the questionable one. I think they go bucket getter here.
You have
I
to.
think Seattle goes Bird.
Uh,
I think they go bucket getter. I'm not even sure of their roster. I'll be honest with you, but I think they go best player available, and
see, and I'm
Vert is
gonna,
probably that.
and I hate to be this guy. I hate
Be
to be this guy,
don't no.
but because I hate to put him this high because he knows he's trash. But I got Malachi Simpson at four. I
Okay, okay.
I think Malachi fits Seattle really well. Um,
Hmm.
I think he fits really well because, um, well, for one, they have Lamont Jackson Davis, who can play the one, but they have James Murphy. They've got Chester Chest, and they'll have Luigi Romano. They
And James
need
is what, a two or a three?
so James would be a three or a four, if I remember right.
Okay.
So you would think that they're wanting to go with someone who's got a shooting tendency because most of those guys are interior shooters, not exterior shooters. Um, they need some guys
Why not?
who can stretch the floor a bit and score on the outside, and I think Malachi is one of those guys.
I can agree, but why not go Mr. 73? I'm just saying.
Well, his
But
my thing with him is because he is set up in such a bogus way that post scoring as a shooting guard might be one of the dumbest things that's ever done in UBA history. But
listen,
that's just
you
me.
don't see the vision yet. It's okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not calling it.
As a person who's about to play the three and who has post scoring as his secondary because I was supposed to be a center,
Yeah,
y'all about to see the work.
but
So
you knew
I'm gonna lay the foundation, and Vert can just follow me. Is we
you
baby KDs. I'm just
listen.
saying, Vert is gonna be a
Listen.
baby KD just like
You
me.
wanted to be a center, but you were the same height as Robert Williams III. Ain't no way you were playing center.
And so I transitioned it. Nah, it's it's okay. So you got Simpson, I got Vert. Let's
Yeah.
go five.
Let's go
I,
five to
so
5 to Tampa. I know you're
so
kind of mad because
based
you wanted
upon
Allen.
but based upon this board that we just built right here, I, and what I've said in the top four, uh, yeah, Tampa does what Tampa does, and we go streets. Uh, yeah,
I agree.
um,
I
yeah,
think
all
I
November.
think we both go here with Malcolm Streets. I think Malcolm Streets fits well for several reasons. One, he's the second longest tenured college player here. Two, he is a major scoring threat. You're not going to put him at the two. You're going to keep Keon Rose's BS shot at the two. So you'll put him at the three or the four, and
He'll be playing the four.
probably preferably the four. And he's going to work well. I mean, the thing is when Kurt is changing his ways from being the only guy who touches the ball and you're the second guy who touches the ball to actually having someone who's on the wing who can actually shoot, it's going to change the dynamic of the team. And, honestly, I know Streets wanted to drop out of the top couple of picks and he wanted to drop out of the first round completely, but that's not going to happen. It won't.
Yeah, nah. So, all right, we both got streets. So six. I'll let you go first on this because I want to see where you go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to see where you go on six.
Six, I'm going Neptune. I'm going Vert.
So you still got okay.
I've
So
got
you
Vert
still got
going.
Art on the
Here's the
board.
here's the thing. I got Vert going to Denver because the one thing that Denver does not do, like they just can't shoot threes completely. They can't. And I said Denver. It's New York now. I get it. And but even in that finals, they could not shoot threes. Angel cannot shoot threes. The only ones you were leaning on was you were handing it to Hunter Jackson and you were handing it to Sebastian McLaughlin. You are just praying to hoping that bit goes in, and 99% of the time it wasn't, and that's why Toronto was shooting threes and scoring them. Angel can't shoot threes.
Okay.
Let's go look back at his stats. He averaged less than 1 3 per game in the finals. Less than 1 3 per game in the finals. But that's the thing. It's not really a diss on New York or Angel. It's the fact you need bolstering. You need more players who can actually shoot threes because you need to throw several
See, and
people at the one problem to help you um, be able to spread out the wealth, not have to rely on Jay in the post and Angel. And if one of them gets fouled out, then the entire team's screwed. You know. Yeah, we've said that, Angel. I know. I know.
I got you got Vert. I got Doc going at six to New York. I don't think they passed up on him if he's there. They've been
I
looking
don't know.
for a 3-and-D lock type player who and Doc can shoot just as well as Vert. He just had to spread the ball around amongst Azande,
Yeah.
RIP, and Street. So I think they go Doc if he's there at six. In all honesty,
I think they go Vert because Angel sits in VC with him on average about 12 to 15 hours a day. So I
well,
think
I
he's
get
gonna
that,
pick
but
I think he's gonna pick the locker room chemistry.
I get that if he's there. I see on my board. I got Seattle taking Vert at four. So on my board, Doc is their best wing shooting defender left for me. as far as their fit, but I can definitely see Vert going to them as well. All right,
Yeah, that would be
seven.
cool.
Seven switched up, didn't it?
It's Dallas.
No, it's not. Seven is not Dallas.
Oh, it's
We announced
Chicago.
this.
Yeah, it's Chicago. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, I changed
Yeah,
it on my board, but I didn't change it on your guys's. That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
update this one.
so
It's
Chicago. Ooh,
you want me to
Malachi.
go here
See, for you, Malachi would make sense.
for who? See, I think Chicago
Malachi would make sense
goes.
for Chicago for you on your board. He's not gonna
I
drop that far on mine.
I, I feel like they go Anthony Carter here.
I don't know. I don't
I think they go
know.
Anthony Carter on here. I see it. I think I think that's where they go.
Uh, I'm gonna be honest. On my list,
Who
um,
else you got? Who else going to Chicago?
I think they drafted number four position.
Oh,
I think they go Jackson
mm,
because
mm.
they need some shooters who are tall who can get a little bit of rebounding in. I think Chicago's a good fit for him.
I don't think they go big. They
Listen,
just traded for Austin Davis.
yeah,
They
but
have
he's not
Keon
gonna play a
Anderson,
five. He's gonna play a four.
but they got Keon Anderson. Is Keon Anderson moving to the three?
I would put him at
I
the
think they
three.
go get a. I think they personally go get another bucket getter along Jordan Scott. But I can see Goat. I can see Goat because Keon, I think, is 6'8", can move down to the three, and he's a 3 and D. He's a shooter. He's really a three for real, for real. How big the
But
UBA is getting.
Goat wants to play the four. You could move Keon to the three. You can move Skywall to the
I can
two, and you
see
have
it.
Jordan at the one.
I can see it.
I think it would
I won't
be a
disagree.
solid. I think that would be a solid spot. But I think
If I'm Chicago, no disrespect to Goat, I'm going Anthony Carter here
I'm going the
just
most.
because of
I'm going off of what Jordan has previously said. He's going to go after the highest activity guy. Anthony Carter at one point was like a little inactive. He's super active now, but Goat's been consistently active ever since he got here.
true. I don't discount that. I feel like they about the same level of activity. They both be in here. They both chop it up. Anthony Carter definitely started slower. He was in here before, but once he got going, he got going.
Yeah.
So, but all right. So that do I need
Virginia
to go
Beach.
next?
Virginia Beach.
See, I need to. I should be pulling up rosters right now. That's
Here's
what
the
I should be doing.
well. Here's the thing. I know what you have on here, and
Hmm.
that's not a bad pick. The
That's what I
second,
feel like
but
they would go right
but the
here.
second one, they don't need that because they just picked up Myers and picked up legate, or they still have legations. So if you're going Malachi Simpson, that's fine. I
Yeah,
don't
I
hate
think they
that.
go Malachi just based upon my board and how everybody's falling.
But I have a feeling for me, they need a point guard.
So they go.
I think they go Lou Hall.
Oh, okay. I'm about to switch mine. You know what? Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep Simpson there. I think they go Simpson. They get another bucket getter. I'm not sure what their roster makeup is,
Well, I
but
mean, their roster
we're gonna
makeup is
change.
Pope at the three. They've got they just got rid of Ron. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Honestly, I think Lou Hall would fit really well. They need a guy who can actually take that position. They tried Jay Luss, as we all know. We've said it a million times, but they threw around like Goran Kristic in that position. They threw around a couple others. That did not work at all. Lou Hall would work perfectly. And, they might not like each other. They might not. But at the same time, Lou Hall is your best option at point guard. And I think that works.
Okay. All right. I looked at the roster. I definitely can agree on you over Simpson. So on my board, Simpson is still falling. This is my board looks crazy.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just
I
going
like
off
it
the
though.
top of I'm going off the top of my head right now. I'm not even messing with my list.
I know I'm switching yours accordingly though.
Yeah.
On here, this is okay. So if you got Lou, we got Lou Hall going there. Who Minnesota taking?
At 9, Krieg easily. If Krieg is not taken within the top 8 picks, and it's probably not going to happen unless Tampa takes him. He's going to Minnesota. And the reason this fits is he's replacing what they lost in Leland and what they lost in Levation because they traded Levation and what they lost in Aaron Rodgers Jr. So uh, Krieg fits well at 9 for them. I think Krieg works very very well.
I can agree. See, so on my board, they gotta go.
Yeah, Leland was
Ooh,
playing the
ooh.
3. Leland was playing the 3, but he's not a number 3.
I'm about to. Yeah, I think they go two bigs.
But Krieg, here's the thing: it's not against Krieg. It's more of a positional need. Like
Yeah.
if you look at the teams within the top 8, unless Vancouver takes him, you're not going to have Vegas take him because silver, right? Los Angeles,
Hmm.
you can't really do that with them because they got Nicky Barnes now. Seattle's
Hmm.
gonna have Luigi Romano slash Chester Chess. Tampa,
Hmm.
Tampa, you can maybe make an argument. New York's got Jay Wilson. Austin Davis went to Chicago. Legations and Michael Myers are in Virginia. So then that leaves Minnesota, who still has Aquino. It's not really Krieg's fault, you know. Whether or not you take Krieg, it doesn't matter if it's Krieg or Allen. Either one of them are falling out of the top 5 picks if no one wants a top 5 pick at the center position. They want to fill one of the other spots.
Yeah. So I definitely agree. So I got them taking Jackson next.
You have him taking Jackson. I've got him taking Krieg.
No, I got you. They got the next pick too.
Yeah, no. Uh, I don't think they take 2 bigs because they got Sole Aquino. Um, and they
What guard do
still.
they get on your side? Oh, you got Anthony Carter available.
Yeah, I think I'll put Anthony Carter at 10. I think that works perfectly for him. I think that works perfectly for Minnesota. You got Duncan. Anthony Carter kind of works as a good wing position for them. It fills what Leland was at. I think that's a great solid 2 pickups for pick 9 and 10, and it shows how deep this draft could be. Um,
You
yeah, I mean
you okay.
that's a good
So
list.
Anthony Carter is off my list, so I'm going Simpson here. That's they're the same player, different tendencies, different demeanor, but
Malachi
he's
Simpson at
also
10.
but he also has he's he do his one too. He a bucket.
Yeah.
I just feel like he goes 10 because of personal preference, and they take him 10 because it's best player available right here for
Hmm.
them, and he's definitely the best player available at 10 right there.
Yeah, that works. Makes sense.
I'm going off
11,
your board now because I'm lost. My board looks
11,
brand new.
11. I'm probably gonna say probably McQueen, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
It's either him or they need a point guard.
What other? There are no more.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, there
not
are, but
not
not to take
not
at 11.
not
I
exactly.
think
I mean, you could maybe make a case for taking a different
uh,
position because there isn't much in that position, right? Like
they gon'
the
they
best you
gonna
could
go.
probably
I'm about
do,
to
like
I'm about
if
to ruin it.
A Zonde was here, I would say a Zonde, but I'm gonna go with McQueen.
So I'm about to just this is just intuition. This is GM's intuition. I think they go Jordan Lucas.
Jordan Luke or Jake
He's
Lucas?
Jake Lucas. My
Jake
bad.
Lucas.
Jordan Scott, Jake Luke. Yeah, Jake Lucas. I think they go
Actually,
Jake Lucas. He's a
you know,
lockdown. He's 6'3". You can turn him into a PG. You really can. And if not, I feel like my vision for him when I seen his deal was Avery Bradley. That's who I said I think he should be. Lockdown menace who can get the bucket at the rim with a lot nice lay and hit the corner three. Like, but your primary being defense, that's what I think he locks in on that, and they take him at 11.
and I'm actually gonna change my pick for 11. Just thinking about it,
You gonna go
because
Lucas?
no, I'm going Carson Cold.
Uh,
I'm going Carson Cold.
heard.
Yeah, money likes his guys. Money likes his specific guys.
He ain't got no defense. Money don't strike me as a guy to go after a person who has defense as his
No, but
weakness, but I
money
can see that. I can see that.
money likes to go after guys who likes to troll, and
I can see that.
I feel here's the thing. I think Houston is gonna have a horrible draft because I feel like he's just out of it. I don't know. I I honestly feel like I feel like Houston's gonna have a horrible draft just 'cause they're gonna draft the most like outrageous picks out there, and he's gonna tell me that they're gonna be the next great thing, like trading for OJ Malone. But I digress from there. If I were Houston here, I'm probably picking like a Brandon James probably, just based on high activity, has a job, him or someone like MDR who's gotten pretty active and he's a really good pass first type of forward, that
Mm,
type of a player. But it's money, and money doesn't pick those type of guys. Money picks trolls, and that's why I'm gonna have Carson Cold here.
all right. I got Toronto. I think they pick
They
Go
gotta pick a
Jackson
big.
at 12.
They gotta pick a
Yeah.
big.
And on my board, Go Jackson is still available. I think they go Jackson. Yeah.
Uh,
Go probably shouldn't have fell this far, but it's all about preference and who knows. The draft day, these are just predictions. Like the GMs, we could be way off in all honesty.
I mean, we
And this
might
could
be.
and this could go a whole different way. But just based upon what I have on my board at 12, I got them taking Jackson. Best big on the board.
Well, I mean, I'll
Yeah,
be
that's
completely
splash.
honest. I'm not going down that route as far as a big. I'm taking a guy who could transition into a big rather than be a completely like a dominant big right now. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if it works out. Um, as far as if that would actually be, I can't remember what his height is. But anyway, I'll find it. Hang on.
What do you think about?
So there are a couple guys who come to mind. So one of the guys who I know could possibly be a good center that I don't want to draft this high is the guy that came off Gonzaga, Brady White. That's one of the guys, but I'm not putting him up that high. Um, Another guy who would be pretty good to pick here would be MDR. He's really high in passing, but he doesn't have any rebounding. If he isn't tall enough, I wouldn't put him here, so I don't know. Um, but like Bubba Flex is probably one of the better rebounders. But anyway, at this position, just because it's probably the best, I'm putting Desmond Parker from UCLA here.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
I'm putting him here. Uh, I think Desmond Parker fits really well for this team. They need a really good rebounder. He fits Toronto. Sure as hell fits Toronto really well. Um, so, it's just a couple names I'm naming out so people don't feel like they're being left out when I'm thinking through these steps. But yeah, Parker's definitely the guy.
Okay, I like that for them as well. I Parker is good and he's shown consistent activity. I like
Hmm.
that for Toronto. Then we got Houston again. This is where I think they take McQueen. They
Yeah,
get their backcourt.
you have
McQueen,
McQueen on there.
yeah,
Um,
I think they take McQueen at 13. They get they guy.
I'm I'm gonna go off the rails here just because it's money. I'm gonna say they take James Curry here.
That is not off the rails. I was waiting for his name to pop up.
I think they take James Curry. James Curry's a good player. It's like not like hyperactive.
I
Um,
mean, I think he's around 45, 50, around that
yeah, and
range. He
it's
was active early on and then kind of died off, but
yeah,
he's
but I mean
still around.
James
So,
Curry James Curry's stats: 28.1 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, 3.1 assists per game, and 1 steal per game on 36.7 minutes at the 4 position.
oh yeah, he was a bucket. He was an off-screen abuser. James Blanco Jr.
Uh, I
But
think
nah, he's definitely a bucket, and he has good defense. Like a lot of people, he has good defense. I think he got 80 interior. He might have 80 both. Like he decent. So it's not like he a cone out there either. So I can see that. I can definitely see that. I got him going McQueen. I think they take that boy right there. All right, 14. I ain't been checking the chats. They've probably been flaming me for these picks.
they've been
14.
trying to flame other people too. Money's kind of mad, but I just like I have to say it.
Why
Like
is Money mad?
he's mad because I had them picking Carson Cold and I said McQueen and I put Curry in there.
Why is that? That's those. In my opinion, those are better probably fits than Jake Lucas and McQueen, in my personal opinion. But that's
Yeah.
me just looking around and knowing Money and. But he does like his bigs. He likes his dominant bigs. So I
Money
can
said
definitely see.
Money said y'all think I'm a dumbass or something. Well, I mean you draft. You traded for a guy who wants his 3 point to be his main emphasis as a five. So,
Your trade evaluation prices. He do got
yeah,
OJ, and that's why I say he go guards right there. But James Curry can play the four, and Carson Cole can play the three. But that leaves them no guards until late. But there's still some guards late, so it might not be a. Those aren't bad picks. I say Jake Lucas and the Queen because he get his backcourt. That's two active guards. Make them both into defenders. I that's but he got OJ already. He got himself. I don't
yeah.
think he a dumbass. I just think he's uh intrinsic with his thought process on building a team. There we go. That's all. I just think he's a little. He has his own ways, and it
You're
works out for him. I've
you're
seen him
wild
in
for
other
that.
leagues be productive with some of his things he does. All right, so
Oh
at
shit.
14 we got the Detroit Soul.
Well,
I think they
if
go
they're keeping their center, they're probably gonna move in on a number three, probably.
Brandon
Probably on.
James.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think we both can agree. Good guy. He's on the media team.
Yeah, and he's
He got a
active.
job. He's
He's super
active. He's a
active, and he's
coach.
not, doesn't have a bunch of BS going around. And that's the type of guys that um, Parson loves. He likes the guys that are low key, the kind of chill, laid back type of group, and that's what Brandon James is. I think that's a perfect fit for him. I know
I do too.
I think he wishes he was probably a little bit higher, but I
I
think
feel
he
like
fits
that's
well at
you go to
14.
a contending team who should be contending. I mean, the East just got a little tougher, but they just came off from a conference finals appearance, so it's not like you're going to a bad team. Getting picked late ain't always bad. So
Yeah,
we
I
both
mean,
agree on that.
yeah, Brandon James fits perfectly for Detroit.
He's an
15,
unself.
Oakland. Well, here's an interesting thing. So they added Charles Timothy. They still have Hogan
Mhm.
at the 4. They still have JPV at the 2, but they are missing a point guard. They've needed a point guard for a long time, and they got Paris Russell too. So those are the kind of the two needed points of emphasis.
But
And
what do they?
they
I'll
need
let you go
a
first.
they need a shooter specifically. Uh at this point, at this rate, if I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna say that they take. I don't know. Do they? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I think they take Demetrius Outlaw. I think they
Okay.
I think they take Demetrius Outlaw. Um, he fits well, and you could put him at the 1. Um, and Demetrius Outlaw works perfectly uh, for that Oakland team, I think. Um, and yeah, and Outlaw does want to be a combo guard, just like Kyler said. Like, I know people want to hate on him, but like Outlaw is a great player, and he's very active, and he's super laid back. He's not a troll or any of that type of thing. He's just a solid player, and Oakland needs solid players who can actually like do their job. And
But
he can be a playmaker. I mean, that's really what they need. I mean, at the shooting guard position, he was averaging 5 assists per game, bro. Like that's not chump change. At the shooting guard position, that's not chump change. I mean, and he was probably playing the 3, if I'm being honest. So you're looking pretty solid, especially with 12 points per game, couple rebounds a game, a steal a game, a third of a block a game. I think Outlaw works perfectly for that team, and I think James would be very happy to grab Demetrius Outlaw.
Okay. I like it. I agree. I ain't had nobody. Uh, I had no clue who they were gonna pick, so I like Outlaw for them. I'll let you take over for 16 as well. I'll let you
Seattle.
lead on that.
Seattle is probably going to look for another point guard esque player, but they're not going to be able to find one. Not exactly.
Best
You know what?
available.
You know what? I'm gonna
They go
take a.
deep.
I'm gonna. I'm not really taking it off of the realm. I think they're gonna stick with that shooter kind of style. I honestly, um, did I put McQueen up there? I did not. So that's another option. So McQueen's option one. Put him as a three. I'm not sure he works out for that team though. The other option would be someone like um, Shintaro Midor. I don't even know how to say his last name. Midorima, I guess. Shintaro Midorima. That's another option. Um, you know,
Don't forget about Lance,
putting
Mr.
Lance in the.
McKenzie,
I'm not
Mr.
putting.
54.
Listen, I'm not putting Lance up that high at at this rate. I mean, yeah, he was averaging 30 points a game, sure, but that's on
Is he not
what?
a, like a level 30, 40 plus?
He's not active like that. I mean, I think he's almost a level 30.
Oh,
Um,
nah. Okay. I thought he
so
was. He could
yeah,
have played
no,
in the summer circuit.
he'd be cool, but I don't think that's really the option they go with. Low key, I think honestly they probably go with someone like Jason Walker. They could go with a Jason Walker,
Ooh.
someone who's good defensively, kind of a guy who can play a backup role for like a Chester Chess.
What do you think about Buckman right there? 3-and-D
Yeah,
defender.
I think Buckman would work. Um, I think
He's 6'5". He can play the
Bucky.
two.
The thing about Bucky is he wouldn't get a ton of. I don't like picking players at the same position twice, but I mean they
Who
definitely
did we
could.
pick for? Who else did they pick? Hold on. Do I have my board wrong?
No, they had Simpson on mine, which is a shooting guard as well. So, and
Oh,
Buck is basically a 2/3 ish. But I mean, McQueen would be fine. Um, Marius would probably be pretty good if he can play. If he can shift down to the three, I'd probably put MDR ahead of everyone else because they need a guy who's able to pass it. I mean, Chester can do everything on his own
hmm.
basically. I mean, MDR
I
for.
like MDR there. And they go big lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, that's.
I got Sketo taking Vert. You got him taking Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I messed up. I think they actually, because I'm like they need a guard. They need somebody to facilitate,
Mm-hmm.
and a big facilitator wouldn't be bad with Chester and Vert. You get you a shooter and a big, and you can play essentially Ohio State ball
Pretty much.
in the pros
Yeah.
uh,
So I mean,
if they really wanted to.
I'd say MDR works perfectly here. And the thing
I
is
like MDR as well.
MDR. I think MDR specifically would be. Well, he got more active as the season went on. The guy
He's
had.
a bona fide yapper now.
Yeah, pretty much. And then whenever we get to the non-yapper stuff, like he's been the biggest advocate for it. He was the number one person on pretty much all of our,
Respect it.
all of our surveys. Basically, he's trying to
But I definitely understand where you're coming from. It shouldn't be the
Yeah,
only path. And
no, it
we bringing
shouldn't.
other pathways on board. So
And
I was always an advocate for non-yappers having a way. I presented some
yeah,
ideas myself. So it's never that. It's just figure out ways to make it balanced
yeah,
so that the yappers can't abuse the other things that are available as well.
and a lot of what we're talking about just literally comes down to positional needs. Like it's
Yeah,
nothing. Like Shintaro to me is like a first round pick right now. Jake Lucas
I'm
could be another one. There are guys who are on this draft class, like Lance. Maybe you can talk about him being one. You could definitely talk about uh, Fang. You could talk about Kaido. You could talk about William. You could talk about um,
I feel like it's more positional
Jace.
need, and
Yeah.
the first round is small. Like y'all got to think, the first round is only 17 picks. We're on our 17th pick. Like it's not 32 like the NBA. So getting picked in the first round isn't getting drafted. Period is the honor being selected. It really don't matter where you go. You just want to come in and work hard, honestly. But
Hmm.
it's about positional need, just like the NBA. People fall, people rise, things change, people make trades. We still got 5 more days, or no, 10 more days. So
Yeah, and I mean the
you
draft
never know what might happen.
draft starts next Monday. So we'll see on our end what it is. I mean, obviously, that's the GM side, and they won't get to know until Saturday, and we'll have a pre-draft show for that as well. But yeah, I mean, there are guys on this list that should, they're climbing up the boards. If someone needs a big, and you're gonna take a risk, but you could take Jackson Smoke. Jackson Smoke was really good at the very end of the season. You know, you could take a Valente Martinez, who also is a bit of a risk, but he's gotten active as the end of the season has prevailed. You could take a Linwood Falk, maybe. Obviously you're going to take like an Underwood. You're going to take a Bubba Flex. There are guys in this draft that are going to fall to the second round that probably shouldn't, and most likely in any other draft probably wouldn't. But this draft is 81 players deep. When you only have 17 first round picks, you're 81 players deep. It's not exactly easy to get everyone into the first round. So,
Everybody not gonna be a first round pick as long as you get drafted. Like I said, but all right, at 17, we're gonna finish out this first round. I got Parker going. Desmond Parker going to Detroit.
so you had okay. So let me. You had Parker going here. I already had Parker going to Toronto.
Hmm.
Um, Detroit. Uh, I think I'm gonna say Shintaro here. Shintaro's probably a good fit for them, just from a shooter
They go
aspect.
shooter.
Yeah, it's a shooter aspect. They have a lot of dribble drive type of guys. They need guys who can play outside on the wing, especially from the bench. You've got, Parsons, like the only guy who can really shoot from the outside on the wing. Um, that's even decent. So I'd say Shintaro probably fits well. Who else? Jace Rain's probably another guy or Jace, not Jace Rain, Jace
Jason
Anthony.
Anthony.
That's another good one that you could probably mention here. Um, I think Kaido would be, well, not in the first round, but Kaido is another good shooter.
I
Um,
mean, off your board, you got James Curry still available.
no, I took James
I
Curry.
don't.
He
Oh,
went
you
to
did. Never
Houston.
mind. You right. You right. You right.
Am
I
I
can
am
definitely
I
see
am I
Jace.
crazy in thinking that I did not take Holiday at all yet?
Yeah, I don't even see Holiday on the board on your side. I think
All right, well, just put him at Detroit, and I don't think he falls that far. But at least it's a mock. At least it's a mock. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit wrong. I'll have a more detailed analysis of what I'm doing on a 16 Thoughts mock draft, which will come out on probably Saturday. So, but
I don't think they're bad.
no,
Honestly, we went the same way
James,
on a lot of
no,
stuff.
James. I did not have Holiday in the first round before then because I was looking at Grizz's board, not mine. So that's the reason why there was a confusion there.
Just a little confusion. Doc definitely goes higher than that,
All right,
but that just
Malachi.
drops a couple of.
Malachi, the next draft, I'm putting you at the irrelevant spot of last pick, just because you said that.
I mean, we can switch Doc and Malachi right now. Seattle goes the Doc at 4. Malachi drops down to 17.
Because money, you are a troll. That's why.
Why his mocks are trolls? I don't think, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think I made bad picks, and I don't think you made bad picks for him as well. Like Houston going Carson Cole, that's a shooter, and James Curry is a long shooter. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's the direction he's going in, but those aren't bad picks. And Carson is a playmaking shooter, so he
Yeah,
can. I
and
think
I
he can
mean,
technically play the
honestly,
two.
I'd probably if I go back through, Doc probably goes to Houston, but I have him picking specific players because of what he wants and what he likes. He likes, you know, the type that will troll a lot. That's why he likes Jerry, and that's why he likes a couple other people. So,
But he likes activity well. That's why I see. I have him going Jake Lucas and McQueen. I don't think my picks are out the water. Like, uh, uh, that's where we just kind of. I feel like he goes guards because he got OJ Malone. He got himself. Let me see who else he got on this roster real quick.
nothing, nothing at all.
Did I name all the players?
Pretty much.
See, but his players that he does have, he has all bigs. 6'11", 6'11", 6'10", 6'10", 7 foot,
Yeah, and that's
6'9". He's saying he's moving to the 3. He has George at 6'5".
well, that's the thing. Like
I'm
my
not sure
picks.
if he picks Jake Lucas and McQueen, but he definitely picks guards. I can
Well,
see Carson Cole and maybe McQueen.
well, and the thing is, James Curry could move down to the 3. And James Curry doesn't have to be a 4. I mean, he's a shooter, so.
But then
But
that's Neil's spot. I don't think
yeah.
he's bringing anybody in
So
who
I
can't
guess
start.
I guess put Doc at 11 with Houston instead of Cold, and then put Cold at 13 instead of Curry, and then we'll just put Curry in Detroit at 17. And there we go. Now we're off to Las Vegas. Las Vegas at 18.
I got him taking Curry on my board.
Um,
I think I'm gonna stick with that because I don't.
well, he's got to take his own. They have back to back, so obviously they got to take their own player. So K Dog will
Yeah, he
be
got to
picking
take
at
K Dog
19.
at. Yeah,
At 18 though,
Carson Cole. No, who we remove off for Carson Cole? Ja- James Curry, and you got Curry going to field because you
yeah,
got Parker going. You still ain't got Buckman off the board on your side.
it's probably
Neither
who
do
I'm
I.
gonna. That's probably who I'm gonna name here. Uh, no, I think they take a 4.
They take a 4. Uh,
William
Chase Anthony.
Simpson. Yeah, Jace Anthony actually makes a lot of sense here.
They like shooters.
24,
I
20,
apologize to William Simpson. It's just the gist of it. People do
24,
like shooters.
24.3 points per game, 5.8 assists per game, almost a steal per game, half a block per game, 2.7 assists per or rebounds per game. He's not going to be a good rebounder, but when you got K Dog and you got Silver, you're not going to need it. So
All right, and then himself at 19. I like Jace. I said Jace Simpson. It's Jace Anthony. Got that.
yeah, Jace Anthony works. K Dog obviously. Tampa at 20.
On my board is because it's different than yours. We're taking Jace, Anthony probably based upon my board. Shooter, wing, same
Uh,
reason, Las Vegas. Who you got us taking? Because your board is different. So,
so since you took Streets there, I'm gonna have you take Marcus Underwood from UCLA, the center.
okay.
He's underrated active. He's averaging
If,
1.4, almost
I'll
1.5
say
steals
this.
per game,
If
almost a
we,
block per game.
I'll say this to fill your board correctly. No, nah, you know what? That's tampering. Underwood. Heard. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. He decent. He decent. He put up good numbers. He be a good bitch big.
We're taking Buckman here at 21 if he's available. I think. Um,
Yeah. Oh, I yeah. He ain't came off my board yet either.
yeah, he's probably the best available. Toronto.
That's a simple. Yeah. Toronto. What else they need? Or did they go
They're gonna
above on
look.
my spot?
They're gonna look
They
for
went
a five and
Jackson.
a 5, 4, and a 3. That's what they're gonna be looking for. So here would be a good Jason Walker pick.
Okay.
Jason Walker, or if you want to be like kind of a little bit out there, you could have him pick Lance McKenzie as like a backup shooter because you know that team all they
They
do is
like they
shoot threes.
shooters.
Yeah, all they do is shoot threes.
They
Um,
like they shooters.
if they want to go with more of a like a rebounding, defending type of player, they could go Bubba Flex.
I think if you're leaning that way, they go pup smoke.
Yeah, he would.
If you're leaning big,
It would be
they
smoke.
go pup smoke.
If, but then if you want to talk like more of the like playmaker, passer type of players, they would go Jesse Long. It's another MDR
Mm.
esque player. Um, if you're
But
looking,
and he's been improving his shot too.
yeah, and if they're looking for another center, probably looking at Brady White, who's been a little bit more active. He's a really good rebounder, but not much else except for defending. Arthur Normand is in the same amount of atmosphere as Brady White when it comes to defending. Um, you could say William Simpson, but I don't see anything with the stat lines. It's literally just him being active. Um, and then the rest of the board, there's not really much else out there. You know,
I
so
mean, it's still some stuff out there. It's still some stuff out there. You still got Rex Jordan. You still got Fang Line, uh, Jeremiah Holloway. Who else? On your side, you still got Jake Lucas, who hasn't been drafted. I think he probably goes to Dallas on your board. You think they go a backup PG, pack up guard?
probably around there, yeah. So I guess with this pick, I'll probably go with Jackson Pup Smoke for
Mm,
Toronto.
right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's solid right there.
And then 23, yeah, Jake Lucas. What about you?
I got Jake coming off my board a little early. Uh, I think these boys done revamp their whole roster. I gotta go see what
Well, I can tell you right now, if just off the top of my head, they're gonna need
they need a
a
wing.
three. Yeah, they need a three.
Uh, they go Jesse.
You think Jesse Long? I'm thinking Lance.
Lance McKenzie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I
I
like
think
it.
Lance McKenzie. They need a shooter. You know, I mean Molly's a good shooter, but you need a bench shooter too. It's not like you could
See,
just
and
have a guy.
that's okay. So you still got Jake still on your board.
I do, and I think that's my next pick. I think he's going
That's the next
24.
pick.
I think
Okay.
he's going 24 to Los Angeles. I think Jesse Long.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go Jesse. I think they go Jesse. Pass first.
Let
You got him
me.
going Jake. I like it. We keeping it quick. It's the second round.
So I'm trying to look if you have any picks that are different than ours because I want to make them accurate.
Oh, people did change trade out the second round, didn't they?
They traded out the
No, the
um,
first
comp
switched.
the compensation round.
Okay, we ain't even go. I don't even want to go that
That
far.
stupid that stupid three-way trade. So pick 34, 39, and 40 are all Los Angeles.
Okay, we can well, update that if that's the only change. We should be good because we're on Houston at 25 and 26. Uh,
Yeah.
so left on my board, I think they take Carson Cole right here because I think I had them taking Jake and McQueen early. I think Cole falls to them at 25. Um, and then they go pass first defending PG with Rex Jordan.
Mm. Well, my board's obviously slightly different than yours.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Jeremiah Holloway.
Okay.
Um, I think he works perfectly for that team. And then
About to say Drake.
I don't know about that. I think
That's his type of PG. That's why he either takes Rex or Drake. I'll even change mine. I don't think he go Rex. I think he go Drake. He just drafted his whole guard room. He got bigs. I don't. On my side at least. On your side, he drafted bigs. So I definitely can see Holloway and then Drake is a system point guard. Like he's a pass first and he's gonna shoot the three. The man passes out of layups. So I mean a little editing gotta
no,
get better, but
I'm
I
gonna
definitely
go.
see
I'm gonna actually go Shintaro here because I didn't put him up.
her. They go
Shin,
shooter. I think he
Shintaro
go
Midorima.
her. That's not bad either.
27. Chicago. Well, they
What you got there?
they picked obviously they picked their guards. They're gonna need a backup big, I think, like a 4 or 5 type of player. Um, there isn't many of those though. Um, You know, I'm gonna have him take William Simpson here. I think William Simpson fits well here for activity. Jordan likes his players who are gonna be active.
Lockdown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
Tampa. Tampa at 28. That's an interesting one. Just based off the two needs that you guys said you needed. Um, who is still on my board? I think you guys go Jesse here. Jesse Long.
Okay. All right. I ain't mad at it. Based upon your board. My board, we probably gonna take damn. Hold on. Did he come off my board yet? I just be revealing stuff. Based upon this, uh, Tampa probably gonna take Smoke.
Yeah, Smoke would be fine there.
That's
29
probably
is
what we'll.
Luigi Romano
Yeah,
specifically because that's a GM pick. By the way, I got to talk to Pittsburgh. He cannot trade all three for compensation draft picks to Los Angeles because he has to keep one for his own player.
yeah,
Actually, never mind.
yeah.
He kept 42, so we're good.
Okay, yeah. Glad we didn't have to have that conversation. Um, so
I
Luigi at 29,
Kyler, we did not skip 24. I picked Jake Lucas there, and he picked
Jesse Long.
Jesse Long. You
Sorry,
just weren't paying attention. Sorry, buddy.
definitely. So I still got Holloway on the board. I think Detroit takes Holloway. Ohio State to Detroit knows the system. He knows what he's going to get from him.
I think they go Smoke here.
Backup big.
Oh wait,
That's
I
crazy.
already got him at Toronto. I can't do that. Bubba Flex. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't see him going this high.
Uh, it
If you
is
want to
like
go
late.
big,
It's late in the
it,
draft.
but you still got Hooper Flag still available. You got Manny Rojas.
Uh,
I'm take like Bubba's decent, but I'd take Hooper Flag over Bubba Flex.
hmm. You know what? Brady White, because he has been active recently.
Okay, I can see that too. I got Brady White going to 31 to the Houston, a decently active bid.
No, they aren't gonna go that route.
I know.
They're never gonna go that route. Who is Houston gonna take? They're probably gonna take. Well, they'll take Isaac Hartstein if they could.
That man, the fiends for Isaac Hartstein.
Oh yeah. Who else do I have left? Uh, Valente Martinez is a solid piece, maybe. Uh, I'm
Mm,
gonna I'm gonna go Ryuji Ito though, the point guard from Illinois. Six and a
another
half
shooter.
assists, 6.5 assists per game, 22.6 points per game, over half a steal per game. He's going to be a solid point guard.
I see it. I see it. We can both go Ito there. That gets them off the board. All right, and Derby City with the final two picks of this round. Hello.
Yeah, Derby City is gonna be interesting because they need everything. So best available, I'd say. Um, Fang hasn't been taken. I think Fang would be a solid pick for them.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Angel
wait, I don't.
Dust.
I don't even think McQueen is. I haven't even gotten McQueen taken yet.
Yeah. Nah. Did you?
I did, and then I took him off my board. Yeah, this is messed up. It is what it is, though. I'll just put. I'll put. I'll go back to back. I'll go McQueen and Fang.
Okay.
It is what it is. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah. Nah. It's over with. Uh, Brady White, because he ain't came off my board yet, and they go two dependable bigs. Angel Dust. All right. I think that's decent. I think we covered everybody. If we missed you, we ain't seen you.
Well, we still have pick 34 through 44.
I wasn't even about to predict those. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even. I don't know what they're gonna get down there. Uh,
They're just gonna
Joey
pick to pick.
Wheeler, Clint Dent, Arthur Norman, Drake Babineau. It's gonna
Well,
be some decent people down there.
Pittsburgh,
Like
Pittsburgh at 30. So 34 is Los Angeles. Um, and Los Angeles is probably gonna go guard. So, uh, actually, I don't even know if they can go guard. It's pretty.
Drake Babineau. You still
It's
got
a
Rex Jordan off your board, still available on your side.
it's a deep drop off after this. But I'll have Kaido Takahashi
Oh
go
yeah,
to Los Angeles. You know
my guy,
Kaido well.
my
You know
guy.
Kaido.
He's dependable. He'll do his upgrades.
Yeah.
He was definitely. He came in hot, got his level 30, and was
Mhm.
like, "I got school," and I
Yeah.
respect it. I respect it.
And
But he
then
will do his upgrades. So, oh, that's cool. I actually, that's a decent pull right there. That's a decent pull.
Vegas, I'm gonna have Rex Jordan go there.
Okay, we're just gonna work off your board. I don't even my brain. All
So Takahashi,
right.
Jordan.
Get that.
Houston, I'm gonna have him take Drake Babineau.
Mm,
It's a
okay.
point guard. It's a solid point guard.
Nah, that's a great pick. I think I got Drake going a little earlier. I might
Detroit,
be narrow.
Detroit. I'm gonna have take KJ Jones. He's decently active, right? He was on your
Yeah,
team. So he's decently active.
and he's a bucket. He'll,
Yeah.
but see, these guys are for some of these teams are going to UBA next, where some of them
Mm-hmm.
are going to be playing. So it's
And then
going to be a little different from there.
Derby City, I'm gonna have Bubba Flex go there. He's a good rebounder and gets a couple buckets, but he's a defender first. So, I don't even remember what I said for the past couple. I'll just keep going. So I'll have Derby City taking Bubba Flex. Los Angeles has back-to-back picks. I'll have Los Angeles taking Valente Martinez is one of the picks, and then the other one I'll probably have them taking.
My bad. Drop the pop.
No,
All
you're
right.
good.
So we got great one here.
Probably Arthur Norman as well. Arthur Norman's probably the other pick. Um,
See, it gets a little tight around here.
hmm Yeah, it does. Angeles, Los Angeles. So those, uh, so then Chicago. That's like the very end of this draft where it gets like super hard. Like Johnny Hancock going to
But
Chicago as
see,
a backup point
I
guard.
would take I would take a guy like Clint C. Dim, who's shown effort in the chat. He's not like a level 40, but I think he hit 30. Like he's one of
Yeah.
those you
Well,
draft
I had
late in
him.
the
I had
draft.
Chicago picking him at 43, but
Okay,
42,
see,
42 is going to be Teddy Romero, and then 44 is the final pick, and I'll have them taking probably like a. Is Manny Rojas even active anymore? I don't even know if he's active anymore.
it's
Did
the
I even?
guard we're missing. We Manny Rojas ain't came off the board either,
I don't even think I had Walker come off the board.
or Lucas Lee. Like it's a couple of little sleeper picks
Yeah,
in there.
there are. There are several.
So GMs, do y'all research.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should be asking coaches as well. Y'all know who the previous coaches of teams was. Ask about activity. Hey, was this dude active? Did he do his upgrades? Did he do his check-ins?
Yeah, some of them.
Is he just not a yapper, but he does his upgrades and his check-ins?
Yeah.
Okay. Like request information. We need a scouting department so people can request information and get the numbers on people. That would be interesting. Well, we ain't. You got the metric system,
Yes, I do, and it's it's completely built off of stats and activity, and that's
but you can
gonna
see all of that though through
yeah,
that, so
and
you
that
can go
yeah,
check people's levels
and that's
and
gonna
stuff.
change. That will change up um, here in next season whenever we have the college players. It's gonna be UC. Based on UC rather than levels of activity because obviously we have the non-yappers, so
Mhm.
so that will be changing a little bit. But yeah, I mean, as far as the mock draft goes, obviously um, it looks quite different than what we'll probably see when it comes to Monday when everything starts. But when we get to that point,
It's-
we'll see a little bit further into the. But I also don't think teams are done trading. Like I feel like Los Angeles is going to trade another 17 times because he just trades to trade. Same with Vegas. Vegas might not be done with trading. Seattle might not be done with trading. Vancouver might not. There's a lot of things that could happen from here until Monday.
and be honest with you, my draft board changed up a lot. Definitely switched up some things there than what I had walking into this
Mhm.
mock draft, but huh, you never know. Like you never know what can happen and who's actually going to get taken. Because some people will reach for players now that the mock draft is out. Some people will trade into position. So definitely expect some moves to be made. But prospects keep grinding. It's almost that time.
almost draft day, and I will tell you all. Um, if you show up for the draft, um, everyone's going to get a UC bonus. All the draft eligible players, if they show up for the draft stream, they will get some UC bonus for being there. So we'll mention that. But yeah, I mean it's going to be an exciting draft. I know last season I had a blast during draft. You know, draft time was my favorite time of the season.
No,
And
draft was definitely exciting last year.
we've got things coming up, and you know I think
And we hosting in Tampa,
yeah,
so you know it's gonna be a show. So y'all boys get prepared,
out in Ybor City.
get them get them outfits ready for
Yeah,
that carpet walk.
and you'll be hearing this noise all the time. It's gonna be the
Let's
noise you
go.
hear all the time throughout
I'm hope
the evening. You know,
I'm hoping I'm available for it. I really do.
Saturday,
Uh, yeah, we working on it. I'm working on it.
hopefully we work on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Hopefully I can be there. If not for the actual draft, I will be there for pre-draft. Set the
Yeah,
atmosphere for
the
you
the
guys.
pre the pre-draft stream. Hopefully we'll have some actual video packages for you guys. Um, those type of things. I'm really excited about that type of stuff. Again, if you want to join media team to kind of help us, we're looking at boosting some of the UC numbers and payment. As long as you do a good job, it's going to be more on quality based rather than you know just regular based stuff. So, but anyway, I'll close out by me saying Domer and DeWitt going at it as they always do.
Also, real quick, if you want to be guaranteed to have highlights and clips, you don't have to build it yourself. Clip Farm, your player, go through the previous games. Clip Farm, send them. We'll assist in that. If you guys want to assist in us, that can definitely help.
Yeah, that would also help. So if like, for instance, if Johnny wants to go through and put a bunch of highlights clips for us to put together and make a video on it, we'll definitely use that as like a um, one of those loops. We'll do it for pretty much any of you. You just gotta send those in for us, and yeah.
Help us out. I ain't gonna lie to you. We'll probably do about 3 to 5 players ourselves, if that. The more y'all send more clips, the better it'll be. So need y'all active participation to make this great. I know y'all about to show out.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I think that concludes this episode. It ran, let's see, it ran about,
When we do an hour and a half.
it's about an hour and 45 now. We're like 2 minutes off. So it was a pretty long stream, pretty good stream. Yes, I will post this to YouTube. Um, so we'll have a VOD. Um, we'll have more to come. Me and Grizz are probably going to host another stream here in the future that's going to go over some of the rules.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
we're going to have some other stuff that we're going to be working on, but we need more of a media team for that to actually happen. The Sports Center thing, unfortunately, with only 3 people who are really interested in helping along and doing that, it's kind of a lot of work, and it's kind of hard to put it on 3 people to do. So if we're gonna keep going that way, um, I implore you guys to please try and see if you would join the media team. And yeah. Other than that, I think that's good enough, and we'll close it down. You guys have a great evening, and Grizz, you as
Have a
well.
good night.
Uh,